Hey folks, Levi here once again. Welcome back to another superhero 80s review. Yeah, as you know, I've been doing a superhero marathon on my channel. I did a Superman marathon, the Batman marathon, and I also, have been reviewing superhero movies now that are starting with the 80s, the eras of the 80s. 80s era superhero movies. Last time I reviewed The Incredible Hulk Returns, and this time I reviewed the sequel, which is also a made-for-TV movie, I believe. And that is, it introduces Daredevil in it and Kingpin, and that is The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Which is only 95 minutes long, but this time you have Daredevil in it. And he's also a Marvel character. And this is also Stan Lee's first time in a Marvel movie. Well, his first cameo, I believe. This is the movie I'm reviewing, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, which I liked. I didn't love it. I did enjoy out of this. The film has many problems, including, I think, its title, and yeah, I'll go ahead and say there will be spoilers in here, so if you've seen the movie, don't watch this review, because if you love the Hulk like I do, if you're a fan of the Hulk character, and you're expecting him, yeah, I'll get you later, it's not what you're really expecting. Yeah. The film took place in Vancouver, Canada for a month, beginning on February 15th, 1989. And this is Stan Lee's cameo. Trial of the Incredible Hulk began with a long history of discrete live-action cameo appearances by Stan Lee, co-creator of the Hulk. He was the jury foreman in the dream sequence. It is not, however, the first cameo appearance by a Marvel creator. Jack Kirby had already made an incredible cameo appearance in the 1979 Incredible Hulk episode No Escape. This film was also directed by, it was directed by Bill Bixby himself, and written by Gerald DePro. It was released May 7th, 1989. This is the second TV Hulk movie, by the way. The last one was The Death of the Incredible Hulk, which I've never seen. The film was meant to, I forgot to mention in the first review, for Incredible Hulk for Thor, they're going to do a TV series for Thor, but that never happened. They were going to do a TV series for Daredevil, but it never happened. It would have been interesting, but it never happened. In earned very high ratings, viewers were less enthusiastic more than The Incredible Hulk Returns. The most common criticisms were the absence of the Hulk himself from the final act, and the misleading title, The Trial, only takes place in a dream sequence. So, spoiler, yeah, it takes place in a dream sequence. Yeah, I can somewhat get it, but it does have a good, interesting story. But I do see the problems with it. I did like this film. I will admit it could have been better, but it's not terrible or anything. Bill Bixby, I think, like I said, director. You have, of course, Bill Bixby starring again as David Banner, and Lou Ferrigno back as the Hulk. Despite the film's title, writer, executive producer Gerald DePro has stated the idea of having the Hulk actually go on trial was never even discussed. I'm like, then why call it the title if you're not going to discuss it? I'm like, that's kind of misleading people. You don't want to really do that. But I know Bill Bixby, I think in his career he's directed other movies, Can't find any, but he's been in a lot of movies and TVs. Yeah. Yeah. But it does feature Daredevil, who is also a Marvel character. Yeah. I'll read more about Daredevil. No, I'll read about him now. He debuted in Marvel Comics Daredevil in 1964, created by Stan Lee and Bill Everett. Daredevil, of course, is blind. Yeah. But he has these. It was radioactive that blinded Daredevil, but it gave him superhero accuracy and sensitivity, giving him abilities beyond the limits of a significant person, oversized person. Figures now the hero cannot see. Daredevil developed a radar sense. It's a radar sense where he can hear things or hear things. He has these senses going on in his head, and he has like a stick, that he can use like as a weapon. I grew up mostly, with the Daredevil, with the 2003 film, starring Ben Affleck. I love that movie. Yeah, and I'll do the director's cut too. I'll be reviewing that movie sometime soon. But I grew up with that, and Spider-Man vs. Daredevil, and of course the Spider-Man. There was a Spider-Man game. It was a PS1 game. Part of my childhood. Daredevil was in that game a few times. So that's the Spider-Man vs. Daredevil and Ben Affleck Daredevil. That was the Daredevil I grew up on. I've never seen the Netflix TV series. I really had never had an interest much in freaking seeing it. A little more light. Okay. But yeah, Daredevil was also been an awesome character to me. I think he's definitely underrated. Then you have Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, who was mostly also an enemy of Spider-Man. But the film was written by Will Bixby. Hulk is created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Is the theme Lance Rubin, just the Lonely Man theme, which I've always liked. Very sad theme. Executive producers Bill Bixby and Joe DePaul. Producers Robert Ewing. Hewer Spencer Phillips. Cinematography is by Chuck Caldwell. Editor Janet Lasky. 95 minutes long. The cast, you have Bill Bixby returning back as Dr. David Banner, Lou Ferrigno as Hulk, Rick Smith as Matt Murdock, Daredevil. John Rhys Davis as Wilson Fisk. I basically just know him from, he's in a lot of movies, but I know him from Indiana Jones as Salah, and I think he's returning for the new movie. And he did a voice for The Jungle Book 2, and Aladdin and the King of Thieves. He voiced Aladdin's father. So he's been in quite a lot of movies. But you should know him definitely for being the Indiana Jones films. Marta Piss as Ellie Mendes. Can't say her name right, but I basically also know her from Magnum P.I., where she was. Oh, she passed away, so no one was dead. Yeah, she played Michelle and Magnum P.I. in an episode of Matlock. But I just mostly remember her from Magnum P.I. in this. Nancy Everhart as Christy Clean, Richard Coleman Jr. as Al Pittman, Nicholas Woman as Edgar, Joseph Molas as Deputy Chief Everett Lynch, Linda Doyle as Fake Nurse, John Novick as Denny, Dwight Cuss as John, Meredith Bain Woodward as Former Supervisor, Mark Edson as Turk Parkett. Alright, cast. So, yeah, change the weather. It's getting warmer now. We're directly pretty much in summertime now, I guess. This time this film was about David Banner, who was framed for basically, murder and assaulting this woman, which he did not do. But this involves Matt Murdock, who is, a lawyer, but he's also Daredevil and he's blind. And basically this has to do with the Kingpin's men, and Daredevil, Matt wants to take him down, so he needs David Banner's help. So they both have to kind of team up and, take Wilson Fisk down, take Kingpin down, and, bring him to justice. So that's pretty much the plot synopsis of the movie. So I'm going to talk about it for myself and then give my final opinion of what I think about the movie. starts to start, it opens up with a narration by Banner himself saying who he is, that he was exposed to gamma ray, and that the world thinks he's dead, but he must believe he thinks he's dead until, he can control the monster within inside him. You know the title if you've seen the show. He's working up north as David Belson. Yeah. He's just working outside, in the dirt, just shoveling in dirt and stuff. This guy just, and he's got a beard. He's just doing what he's doing, just on the run, and just lonely man as he is, has to keep on the run, trying to find a cure for for being Hulk, trying to find himself a cure. But anyway, this guy pushes him, and he just ignores him. Then he pushes him on the dirty water, and David almost wants to give a shovel and grab the guy. He's like, come on. But knowing that he'll turn into the Hulk, David just calms down and just walks away. He didn't know he could kill the guy if he wanted to, or hurt him. So anyway, yeah, that's interesting to see that now he can control being the Hulk. At least someone try to control his temper to avoid it. Sometimes the best way to deal with your temper is just to avoid stuff. But anyway, he talks to this lady. She's like, well, where are you going? He's like, well, you can't work forever. He's like, well, I'm going to the city just to look for another job. He goes to this apartment, and David somewhat is, Banner is lost. He kind of just doesn't care anymore about any scientist. He's just so lonely that he just doesn't care anymore about anybody or anything. He just kind of loses part of himself, and this is what the movies are kind of about, finding himself again. But the city is controlled by, the crime boss, Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. Kingpin. And Kingpin has his men rob this store, steal these jewels. And I don't know, I'm not really a fan. John Davis is good, but the whole thing with the sunglasses, it makes him look like a disco jockey or whatever. I prefer Kingpin to wear the white suit and tall and bigger, Yeah. Like in Spider-Man animations. I know people hate the 2003 movie, but I prefer Michael Clark Duncan to be better. Not saying John Davis is a bad actor or anything. He's a good actor, he is. But I just prefer to let Michael Clark Duncan to be better as Kingpin, because he was able to commit his crime secretly. He didn't need a camera and stuff. I'm like, okay, are you planning a music video or something? Yeah. But, David gets his apartment. He's just going to try to find another job. He goes to this lady, Ellie, and these men just bug her. One looks he says, hey, old man, what do you want? And they look at the lady, and they throw her, hey, beautiful. And she asks David, sir, can you please sit next to me like you know me? And he just ignores her. And the guy who was sitting next to her is like, hey, honey. And he tries to kiss her, and then basically you think they're going to try to rape her, but that doesn't happen. They said David walks away. David's rather afraid about it. She's like begging him, please help me. And he's like, let her go. And they knock this lady out, and they beat up David, punch him and kick him a bit, And of course he gets mad and hulks out. He just, Hulk was scared with the eyes and stuff. Like just those green eyes. He's turning into the Hulk. But when he hulks out, he just pushes one guy down and grabs the guy, and Hulk's just, and this guy's terrified. Hulk throws him out. I don't know, man gets shot by accident, gets killed by accident. But anyway, as Hulk, he runs out, just roars. Hulk runs away from these cops. But the cops follow the Hulk. Well, just follow, I guess, footsteps or whatever, until he turns back into Banner, and Banner gets arrested and accused of murder. Then he eventually meets Matt Murdock, who wants to start David's case. He's like, he's asking him, are you guilty of it? Did you do this? Are you involved in this? I was just trying to help the lady out. And I said, she's right. So that you attacked her. And I was like, no. And I like that moment when David, like I said, he just doesn't care anymore. He's like, I don't care about anything or anyone. I'm just done here. I don't care about anybody. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm a nobody. That's who I am. Just a nobody. And Matt wants to go talk to this lady himself, but she refuses to answer him. And he can tell, Daredevil, I think, by your heart rate, your anxiety, he can tell when you're telling the truth, and he knows that she's lying, but she's doing it out of fear, as the Kingpin, and his men are threatening her life to shut her up. But the nurse lady is not really a nurse, she's working for the Kingpin, so she tries to kill him because, Daredevil could have this hearing. Matt hears her. And Daredevil was like a ninja costume. It's cool, I think. It was the 80s. And it was a TV movie, so I'm not really expecting a great costume. It was more like a ninja. But anyway, this lady tries to stab him, tries to, give her a sentence to kill her. But Daredevil, he sneaks up, grabs her, and he has a fist fight with this lady. She tries to go crazy on Daredevil. Daredevil uses a can to trip her up and get her electrocuted. And people are like, Daredevil. And Ellie's like, she tried to kill me, but he saved me. Of course, Daredevil. So Ellie decides that she wants to tell the truth to Matt, tell him that it was all a lie, that, David is innocent, but Kingpin, who has some of the cops in his pocket, are paid for working for him, kidnap her and tell her, you're very pretty, lady. You're going to be an actress for me, And Kingpin tells his right-hand man, he plans a meeting of underworld crime bosses that he plans to, someone says he has her, that he's going to put her in this trap and, kill, and little Daredevil in so that him and his man can kill him, and that he'll show, on video, so proof that he's like the big crime boss of the city, and everyone will owe him, so. With himself as, chairman and big boss of this, big crime boss ever, I guess. This is where you get the nightmare. David's talking to Matt, and he's telling him, I can't stand trial. It's too dangerous. Like, no, you don't understand. I can't stand trial. Because, of course, he'll turn into the Hulk. But in the dream sequences, you have David, being questioned and saying, answer the question. He gets mad, Hulk's out. You have C.C. Stanley in his first cameo. Billy Stanley, rest in peace. We all miss Stanley. Which is his juror. He tries to Hulk, and Hulk, breaks the chair. And this guy hits him with a cane. Well, not this guy, the baton. The bell tries to attack him, but two of them do, or three of them, and Hulk just punches them away, or just throws one guy and pushes one guy out the window. And even Matt tries to stop him with a cane, but he grabs the cane, pushes him. Hulk just breaks, throws it down, and gets mad, and then even picks up the juror's, table, picks up that stand and breaks it. Then he grabs this lawyer that questions him, and man, he shows the lawyers, and it's a dream sequence. So, if you were hoping that there was going to be a trial for the Hulk, no. There was no trial, it was just a dream sequence. That's the biggest letdown, I think, in this movie, is that. But anyway, he wakes up. I forgot to mention, though, his cell neighbor, the guy sharing a cell with, tries to stab him, or poke him, or whatever we call it, or shank him, whatever they call it in prison. It doesn't work, because David avoids it in time without notice of it. But he gets questioned by, the chief, the deputy chief, who is kind of like Commissioner Gordon at Daredevil. He's like, do you know something about the monster of the beast? And he's like, no. He won't tell him nothing. But David turns into the Hulk, after having that dream, and breaks out of prison. David's just going to go run, but but Daredevil shows up at his door saying, I'm Daredevil, friend of Matt Murdock. He's like, I can trust you. Takes his mask off. They go back to his place, to Matt's house, and he tells him about his history, about his father, was a boxer, a good boxer, but these people try to control him, and instead they end up murdering him, and he does it for justice. Even though he's a lawyer, he mainly does it for justice, because Daredevil, had his father murdered, and these people got away with it, so that's why he does what he does. He tells him a story about how he got blind, that he trained a lot, that he has these senses. Yeah. David even checks on his eyes for him. Says, no, he'll be never to see again. Sorry. There's even moments where David will try to, say something like, I know you're there, I can see this. People even say to Matt, he's got his office with these people. He even tells this guy, nice suit, Dan. Oh, thanks. Oh, good one. He's got this lady that works with him, want to say something about accident. Can you see the, oh, sorry. You can look at that, but he can film, like, the outside of his hands up the sun. And, Kingpin's tower has, like, this huge tower that he knows is there. Daredevil gets to step by this informant, but because Daredevil, tosses this informant guy and he gives him a bit of a beating, Daredevil, gets to, Matt gets this investigation, goes as Daredevil, but that Ellie is here, uses her as bait in the trap, like I said, with the Kingpin's plant. Daredevil sneaks in, knocks one guy out, gets in the building. Mendes is there, but, he sees the lights come on, and Kingpin saying something to him. He's like, I know you're there, let her go. And then, he turns up the sound volume so loud. We get to go one of his men, like they're going to come and give him a beating and stuff, almost kill him. But thankfully, the deputy chief, realizes that the informant's a liar and arrests him. And, gives him a call. I mean, did I say a call? Don't give him we'll give him a call on this radio that he's contacted Daredevil. David hears it and tries to go, sees where Matt went. And he's like, Matt, but they can't hear him. But before they can kill him, though, David's like at the door, he's like, Matt, and he gets angry and he turns to the Hulk. And this is one awesome moment where Hulk just pick up one guy, throw one guy, pushes one guy and then, grab one guy, punches him. But and Ellie is scared of the Hulk, but Fish's men come in, they grab him. Hulk instead, picks him up, picks Daredevil up. Puts him down for safety, calms down, and Daredevil turns his face like, David, you poor soul. And he turns about David like, David, you poor soul. Thus he learns David's secret that he is the Hulk. David uses his training as doctor. David treats Matt's injuries, spreads a cover story about how he got injured. These people his friends try to call him, and David's like, you have friends. And, part of him becomes not caring either, or just kind of gives up hope on himself like David did. But David, thanks to Matt, it helps regain him a little bit, that hope, and he tries to do the same for him. And, he tells him to shut up. He's like, no, somebody told me once, you need to go back to being who you are. He's like, shut up, and take me to the gym. And because he has the gym in the house where he trains, and he goes back to training, gets himself better, and goes back to being Daredevil. You have Edgar, who was like his Kingpin's assistant, but he doesn't want to kill this lady, even though Kingpin wants her dead. But he somewhat just can't do it. Edgar has this weird moment where with her was like, if you saw me in a bar, would you want to have a drink? I just thought that was a little awkward. Okay. Even though, you're working with the Kingpin and you kidnapped this lady, I'm like, yeah, he was kind of a one-dimension villain. Yeah, you're Lord of the Kingpin, but yeah, you're feel guilty about what you do, so why do you even want to work for him? I guess maybe out of fear. David goes to his, David and Daredevil. Daredevil sneaks into the building. Daredevil fights with these men. He's like, come and get me, knocks him out. And just, this guy tries to attack him with an axe, but Daredevil gives him a few punches, knocks him out. David saves the lady. They knock out the guy that attacked him before with a fire base, just knock him out, And, Edgar knows that Kingpin will forgive him. And he escapes. Ellie gets out of there safely. Daredevil tries to catch him, tries to catch Kingpin, but Kingpin, as like this future plane or whatever, like you got from Star Wars or something. It looks like it's, from Coruscant or whatever, from Star Wars kind of ship, and he escapes with Edgar, But they defeat him even though he got away. And he tries to show his men, his criminals, that, Daredevil was there, but they realize Daredevil was not now. David and Matt part ways, like we're brothers now. And he's like, my hands are there, I know. And they shake hands and part ways. And David continues to search for a cure for himself. Matt continues to protect the city as Daredevil. He also told me he got the idea from, the detective, deputy chief. Sorry. But, at the end, David just walking, and then the movie ends with David just walking and hitchhiking, and the Lonely Man theme play from the Hulk. Well, then you have the end credits, and that's the Trial of the Incredible Hulk. Let me give my final opinion of this movie. Sorry, my throat's just a little off. Sinuses a little bit. It's just because it's weather. Sometimes when the weather changes a little bit, I could just get a little sick sometimes. But anyway, the Trial of the Incredible Hulk. I like this movie. I think it's good. Is it great? No. I like it, but I think it could have been better. I didn't love it. What do I like about it? I do like, Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno both do great jobs. Once again, Bill Bixby does a great job. I like seeing how that David has somewhat lost hope, had given up on being himself, but thanks to meeting Matt, Murdock, in Daredevil, he regains himself back, and, does not give up that he can still help people, because it's like he gave up helping people, because he's been lonely, with places to go and trying to figure. He just figures lonely. I've been lonely for a long time. Why should I care anymore? But he regains of caring and helping people and being the good man that he is. He just had this accident happen to him that turned him into the Hulk. Didn't plan on it. It just accidentally happened because he used too much gamma radiation on himself. But I do like the look of the Hulk in the movie. The makeup's really good when he's roaring and stuff. It's very good. I like the makeup and stuff, the eyes. And Daredevil is cool. The ninja suit, I like the ninja suit. I prefer the Daredevil 2003 film suit. That's my favorite suit of Daredevil personally. But that's just me. My favorite version of Daredevil. That's just me. Jonathan Davis is as good as Will Smith is. I just don't like his look. He looks like a disco jockey or, cameras and stuff. I'm like recording to it. Like, it's just not the Kingpin to me, really. Because Kingpin pretty much is the big crime boss around town. Doesn't have to prove it by killing Daredevil. But the film is short. It's only 95 minutes. I forgot to mention, with Incredible Hulk returns in this movie, the cinematography is not the best in this movie. Some of it looks dated if you look at the film. But it's a made-for-TV movie. I'll let it slide. Yeah. The film does have good action scenes with Daredevil. I do like some of the fight scenes with Daredevil. That was cool. But you don't really get much action. I mean, you don't get much Hulk. I think only 3 times. The first one was, when he got mad with the people with the train, and second was when he broke out of prison. Third was when he saved Daredevil, and that's it. And the dream sequence, but that's it. But again, yeah, we'll probably get to that though. But the film has good running time. When the action is there, it's pretty good. It's not fantastic or anything, but it does have a good story. It doesn't really stick to the title of the story, but him teaming up with Daredevil, that was cool. I like that, I just think the Incredible Hulk Returns was a lot more entertaining, had a lot more action, and more Hulk outs, more Hulk in action. Yeah. But Bill Bixby did a good job directing. The writing was good, but the writing, could have used a little work with some of the story, especially. So anything I missed. The music score is good. Like the Lonely Man theme is good. I like Stanley's cameo. That was great. His pretty much for his first cameo in a movie in a superhero film. It's a good movie. In the cast, I think Lou Ferrigno, Bill Bixby, John Ross Davis, Rick Smith, as Daredevil, he does get Nessie Edward, Marta DePuss. They all do a good job. The cast is good here. The pacing goes by pretty good. It's not a long movie. Only 95 minutes. It goes by at a really good time. And it does have entertaining moments too. It's a good movie. Now my problems. My biggest problem with the movie is, of course, mainly the title. There is no trial for the Incredible. Spoiler: there is no trial. Where it says spoiler alert, there is no trial for the Incredible Hulk. There is no trial. It's just a dream sequence. That would have been cool to see Hulk, him Hulk out in trial and see what would happen. But you can tell it's dream when he's choking the lawyer, because Hulk wouldn't really murder somebody. I don't think so, but he probably would hit you and knock you out. But still, we didn't get this. This poster is misleading. This is not what you get. This is just a dream sequence. So there is no trial. And, there's not enough Hulk outs in this movie. I would like to see Hulk a bit more in action. I mean, some of the action basically you get is very little. It is very good and cool, but I just wanted more Hulk outs. It's still better than Ang Lee's Hulk, because at least when there's action, I can see it. And the film's not boring, and it's not over 2 hours long. And Bill Bixby does a good job. So, and Lou Ferrigno. So, yeah. The thing is, I love Bill Bixby as Banner. He's always great. And a little more action. I would have preferred, and Daredevil got plenty of action with it, but I would have loved to see Daredevil and Kingpin maybe fight, instead of him running away in a ship. I don't want to see Kingpin run or fight. Kingpin is a big guy. Yeah, he's overweight, but he's a big guy. He can fight. He can handle himself in a fight. Kingpin Fisk Wilson Fisk can handle himself in a fight. I would like to see him, have a fight with Daredevil, but no, that doesn't happen. Or, at the end, I think, we could have seen Hulk do a little more action. I would hope out because these criminals, again, I just don't get the point of that. Why does Kingpin? He's already Kingpin. He's pretty much the head crime boss anyway. He is a big crime boss around, so, he doesn't really need to prove it. Oh, just because Daredevil was dead, I think they know Fisk is manning the boss, Wilson Fisk worked hard to be the crime boss that he is. He didn't need to say, here's proof. Daredevil's dead. Well, he doesn't really need to prove it. That's just my main problems with the movie. And just the title is a letdown. It's just a misstep for the movie. But other than that, the movie is good. It's just not perfect, but it is entertaining. It is enjoyable to watch. It just has those problems that bring it down a bit. It's not a terrible movie. And I would still say, The Incredible Hulk Returns is better. And these two movies are definitely still better than Ang Lee's Hulk, in my opinion. But I say I prefer The Incredible Hulk, the 2008 movie, over this. But that's just me. because that has a bit more action with Hulk, and that was probably the best Hulk movie, in my opinion, personal opinion. But anyway, guys, that's my review of the Charlie the Incredible Hulk. My rating for this film, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars, and a thumbs up for Charlie the Incredible Hulk. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen Charlie the Incredible Hulk, the Charlie the Incredible Hulk. What do you think of it in your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, guys, stay tuned for my next superhero review. Hopefully, maybe this one will be Saturday. Oh, tomorrow I'll probably be doing 3 trailer reaction videos. And tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm going to do a birthday pickup video tomorrow, so definitely look forward to that tomorrow. But Saturday, and Sunday, I should be hopefully doing some more videos a little bit. Saturday, just one. But my next superhero review will be The Return of Swamp Thing, which also came out in 1989. So The Return of Swamp Thing, this will be next. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Charlie the Incredible Hulk. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this film in your opinion. Tell me in the comments down below. 4 to 5 stars, and my rating for the film once again is 4 to 5 stars, and a thumbs up for Charlie the Incredible Hulk. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. If you've seen this movie, what do you think about it in your opinion? If you have this double feature of The Incredible Hulk Returns and Charlie the Incredible Hulk. And look forward to my review of The Return of Swamp Thing, which is a sequel also to the Swamp Thing, which came out in 1982, which I did review that movie. It is on my channel. So I'm going to read the sequel, probably Saturday. And Sunday, probably one more 80s review. That will be, I'll just go and show you the next 2 videos, I guess. On Sunday, one more 80s movie, 1989 movie starring Dolph Lundgren, and that is The Punisher. So this will be my last 80s review. And hopefully Sunday also my TV show collection video. Sunday, maybe, or next Thursday for The Flash. Yep. Probably Thursday. But yeah, those are the next, it'll be TV show collection part 30. So we'll be on TV shows again soon. Especially with The Flash. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.